Hi, I'm Kirsten McLaughlin, Public Affairs Manager for Cox Communications, and this is Community Connection. Today we have Donna Baranco Fisher, Executive Director at Storyteller's Children's Center. Thank you for coming today, Donna.
Thank you for having me.
Why don't we start with telling our viewers a little bit about Storyteller?
Sure. In about 1988, there were a group of citizens in Santa Barbara who were seeing children and families that were homeless in people's driveways and in the public areas, and they became really concerned about what was going to be happening for those children. So they got together and they decided to form a group to see if they could provide support for the children so that they wouldn't be, out without, the safety of an area where they could be during the day. And so they formed Storyteller Children's Center. And over 26 years, we've grown into now having 2 sites, and we have an amazing group of people that work with the children. And those same people who got together over 26 years ago are still very active with Storyteller Children's Center today.
Oh, that's great. And I know you're fairly new in your role, about 6 months.
Yes.
Have you always worked in the early childhood sector?
I have. When I used to live in Los Angeles, I was a preschool teacher, and then I taught first grade and some elementary grades. And everything I've done since then has evolved around children. I've been pretty active community-wise on boards in Santa Barbara, and everything seems to be around children. So when this job was offered, I was so excited to take it, and so I did. And I've been there a little bit over 6 months, and I love every day that I go there. It's amazing to walk in, and you know why you're there. The minute you open the gate and you see the children, you know exactly why you're there.
So tell us a little bit more about the populations that Storyteller serves and the programs that you offer to children and their families.
We serve children from 18 months until 5 years. And what we found is that children who are homeless and at risk, which these children and these families are, often don't get the proper nutrition, medical care, support. And so we're sort of the home base for these families. Our program runs from 7:30 in the morning until 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and we have a toddler program and 2 preschool programs. And we work with the families as well. If the family is looking for a place to live, we will find shelter for them. We provide for the children dental care, vision care. We provide also what's called a nutritionist meal. And so the children get breakfast, and then they get lunch, and then they get a healthy snack. And we often don't know if they eat after they leave us. So when they come in the morning, they've got a nice breakfast waiting for them. So we're really pleased to be doing that. We have one site that serves only preschool children, and then our State Street site serves preschool children and toddlers.
Wow, it's amazing. So I know that a lot of the programs that you all offer are based on research around early childhood development. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about that research and how it influences what you all do every day?
Well, some of the local statistics for us here in Santa Barbara are that for every 5 children, 1 child will be homeless. And we have 68,000 in our county that are homeless, and about 6,000 of those are children. And so we try to design programs that work in favor of the children having something consistent. So our programs are in homes. So they come to a home every day, and they have a set routine where they know what's going to happen. And we have very dedicated teachers. And our job is to work on those areas that they're behind, because they haven't always had the proper structure. They haven't had the correct nutrition. We partnered with UCSB and did a longitudinal study in about 2008 and followed where these children, once they left our sites, when they entered kindergarten. Our job is to make sure that when these children enter kindergarten, they're at the same level that a typically developing child would be. And so our job is to catch up these children as well as develop their social and emotional skills.
Wow, that's amazing and such wonderful work.
And we found through that study that we can track the children, we can find who's going to probably continue and who is not. So it was a really interesting study that we did.
So as we start to wrap up our interview today, can you tell us more about how the community can get involved with Storyteller?
Oh, I'd love to. We have a huge volunteer base, and people would like just to come in and read to our children or go on field trips with our children. We had a group of women coming in a few weeks ago that helped us pack and wrap Christmas presents. We had a big Christmas drive last Friday where we had over 300 presents coming in, and we provide presents for the whole family, not just the child who attends. And so we have people who come in and wrap presents. We have people who come in and spend time with the children. We have people come in and plant gardens. There are a lot of different ways, and I would just suggest anyone call us. We always have some place that somebody can help.
That sounds great. Well, thank you so much for being here today, Donna.
Thank you for having me.
And sharing the wonderful work that Storyteller is doing.
Thank you.
And thank you. Until next time, this is Community Connection.